Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Sinful Sunday, and I am back at you with yet another review. But before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Please do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I know it's an awful lot, but I have an awful lot to review. So with all that in mind, also check out the information in the description box. I give you a little bit bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as today I gave you your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer and a link for where you can watch this one for free, because this one's located over there on Tubi for free to rent. It is definitely very, very, very much worthwhile of watching. It is another one of my favorite filmmakers, Zetkin Yikilmis. She always does an amazing job with every single thing that she does. It is the 2019 home run hit known as Some Smoke and a Red Locker. Yes, what a fantastic film this is. I am so happy that I got to check this out. I am a huge fan of Zetkin's films. I think she does like I said before, a fantastic job with every single one of them that I've seen. With all that in mind, what is exactly Some Smoke in a Red Locker about? Well, it's about these two guys who basically what they do is they invent a time machine out of a red locker. They are stoners, and they have basically created this machine that instead of going back in time, it brings in monsters from other various realms and times throughout history, such as a mummy, a wolfman, a guy named Psy from the future, Dracula and Miss Dracula, his vampiress. It is very, very, very cool. And so basically, first act, you get them there. They are hanging out, and they are trying to figure out how to work this thing. Both Rufus and Brutus are very interesting characters. They both are very funny stoner characters that always have great lines to say to each other. They always have something funny, something witty, something very, very interesting to say that's always going to make you laugh. It's always on point. And now, so they're spent in this first act. They figure out what's going on. They bring in a zombie by accident, and they have to kill it. And so it creates a whole realm of what to do next. Middle act, they decide that they're going to go and they're going to hang out with a relative of theirs. A relative who might I say, you get to see an awful lot of him in the very, very beginning. You get to see full frontal and full rear nudity of this old man and his uncut member. Yes, it was quite the visual to see at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little shocked. It made me laugh. It was one of those things. It always makes me chuckle whenever I see something of that nature, especially when it's so like unexpected, like how it was. It was hilarious. And then so he gets himself dressed, and he's hanging out, and he receives a call that both Brutus and Rufus are going to come and visit him. Well, he doesn't receive a call. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that, but they go and visit him. He starts to attack them, thinking they are trespassers. They finally raise the white flag and are like, "Hey, it's us. Please don't attack us. We don't know what to do. We have this locker. We are being chased by agent played by Zetkin herself, who does an amazing job playing this agent. She does lots of hand-to-hand kung fu fighting and stuff. It's kind of funny and fun. She has a sidekick that she is eventually given by her boss named Spike. Spike is a one of those quiet, brooding type characters that just fights to fight. You know, he just does whatever Zetkin basically tells him to do. He's one of those characters that he's there for scenery, for basic reasons. He's not a key player. He has no dialogue, so don't look for anything crazy to come out of left field with him. But he does have a very cool fight with it would be Rufus. They have a little kung fu battle towards the end, which is neat in the third act. But in the second act, it really picks up, and it really is just a fun ride all the way around. And then when you roll into the third act, they have created their own army to fight against Zetkin and the agents that are after them. And so forth. Like I said, they bring in the Wolfman, they bring in the Mummy, they bring in Dracula, they bring in the Vampirus, and they also bring in Psy. And so they have a very nice plethora of fighters on their side to do some nasty deeds. Psy's character is probably my favorite out of all of the monsters. He has on his I believe it's his right hand or left hand, doesn't really matter which hand, but on one of his hands he has a circular saw attached to it, and that he uses as a weapon. That's very neat and very cool. I really liked his character. I thought he was the coolest out of all of the monsters that they had in there. I thought he was definitely one of my favorites. Now, as far as anything else goes, this thing definitely delivers on every little aspect of what you can need for a horror comedy. There's lots of great one-liners. There's that great Zetkin wit and humor in here. She definitely knows how to write dialogue, and both her and Dominic do a great job with this film. I can't stress that enough. Her and Dominic make a great team when it comes to making films. He did, I believe, the cinematography for this, and he is a very accomplished cinematographer, I feel like. He did some very interesting, cool camera angles, stuff that I enjoyed. Never once panned away from a shot or was shaky or anything bad on that aspect. It always stayed right on point with that camera stuff. So I really give Dominic 2 thumbs up on that as well. Now, on to my 3 criteria that it meets. On to the audio. The audio is crisp, cool, and clear. There is never a point in it where I never understood what was being said. It also helps that I watched it on Tubi, and Tubi has subtitles for those that are hard of hearing like myself. But like I said, I didn't have any troubles with it. I just turned up the volume a little bit and just kind of hung out and smoked and had myself a good time and just watched a great movie. So it gets an A+ on the audio. Now, the dialogue always with Zetkin's films, she always has great dialogue, and I stress that every on all 3 of my reviews I've done of hers. I'm going to be doing a 4th review, which I am excited. She hooked me up with a code to watch her short films. So I'm going to do a short films of Zetkin Yikilmis video in the future. So definitely look for that. It probably won't be until next month because I am booked for the rest of this month unless something falls through. I not to bring about any bad intentions, or not intentions, but any bad thoughts, but I have a feeling one is going to fall through. So definitely it could happen this month, so definitely look forward to that. Either way, if not, there will be a short films of Zetkin Yikilmis. Sorry, Zetkin. It's early in the morning still. But it will be a fun little video that I will be doing, a surprise kind of like, hey guys, this is something I've wanted to do. So definitely look forward for that in the future. So dialogue. Like I said, that gets an A+ on there. And then editing, my third and final criteria that I always like things to meet. It definitely gets an A+ as well on editing. There is a nice, good, cool, steady pace in this movie. It never gets boring. It never made me feel sleepy or made me want to just like pause it for a little bit and take a break. It never did that. So that's definitely a bonus, and I absolutely applaud that, and I love that. And now on to my, it gets an A+ on that. So it gets 3 A+. So with further ado, with my 1 through 5 review, it's going to get a 4 out of 5. Yes, another 4 out of 5 from Matt Brown. Yeah, I know, I give out a lot of 4s. I've just been having a lot of really good stuff come along my way lately. Tomorrow, I know that it's going to be at least visually very good. As far as the film goes, I don't know what to expect. But tune in tomorrow. I will be doing Ghost House. And then on Tuesday, the 12th, I will be doing Bag Attack from Toxic Filth Films, which I am very excited for. And then we're going to return Wednesday to Joe Sherlock and do Beyond the Wall of Fear. And then on Thursday the 14th, look for the Rust Belt Driller. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff coming up. And then, of course, the rest of the month is pretty solid. The only days I'm not going to be here this month will be the 23rd and 24th, unless something changes. I doubt that I do any reviews those days. So definitely do not look for me on that weekend. But it'll give you plenty of time to get caught up and binge and watch however many videos of mine you feel like watching that day. So without further ado, like I said, a 4 out of 5. I think it is a solid film. And I hope each and every one of you hop on over to Tubi and check it out. It is also available over on Amazon Prime, so you can check it out there as well, along with Planet Z and her other film. I'm drawing a blank right now. Sorry, Zetkin. But you can check out Planet Z over there as well. Planet Z is awesome. I really enjoyed that one. That one's probably my favorite out of all of her films that I've covered. So anyways, with all that said and done, I hope all of you guys have a great and fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow with another review. And as always, peace.